If you're starting Amazon FBA in 2024, you deserve to know the truth. Amazon FBA is far from what the gurus on social media tell you it is. This is no get-rich-quick scheme. I've sold over $4.5 million on Amazon FBA the past few years, and in this video, I'm going to tell you everything they don't tell you. So sit back, relax, and by the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear picture of what it looks like to actually succeed selling on Amazon. First things first, I want to make it clear, selling on Amazon is not all Lamborghinis and private jets and whatever other BS people are flexing you on social media. What selling on Amazon actually looks like, if we're being completely honest, is a lot of long hours on the computer doing product research and a lot of long hours packaging up products and managing the business. Truth be told, when you're a new seller, you're going to need to put in a ton of time and effort into learning the process of everything that actually goes into selling on Amazon. You're going to need to learn how to find profitable products, how to ship products off to Amazon, how to manage the business and know your numbers, and everything in between. So this is not the passive income dream people talk about, and truth be told, that doesn't exist. You have to understand this is a real business like anything else, and you're gonna need a long-term mindset to succeed. Where a lot of beginner Amazon sellers go wrong is they think they can succeed quick and they expect to see big results in 1 to 2 months. That couldn't be further from the truth. You're gonna have to commit to doing this for 6 to 12 months if you're gonna expect to see big results. Another thing a lot of beginners have wrong is how much money it actually takes to get started selling on Amazon. Most beginners think you have to start with wholesale or private label to make any significant amount of money. What's really the case is with wholesale, where you buy products bulk from manufacturers and distributors, you have to put a ton of capital up front, and it tends to have lower profit margins and long lead times to actually see big results in sales on your products. And with private label, you have to wait a ton of time for the product to get here from China, and you have to do copywriting, you have to get really good professional photos. Meanwhile, with online arbitrage, what I talk about on my channel, buying discounted name brand products from Kohl's, Walmart, and Target, all you have to do is locate profitable products on a website, order them to yourself, then ship them off in bulk to the Amazon FBA warehouse, and they handle the rest. You don't need to do any copywriting, you don't need to do any advertising, you don't need to commit a ton of money up front to big minimum order quantities. Your only responsibility is finding profitable products and knowing how to actually get those products off to Amazon. A lot of beginners have no idea how much money it actually takes to get started either. There's pretty much two camps of people. The people that think you can get started with basically no money, which pretty much isn't true, or the people that hear guru advice that you need like 5 to 10K to get started with. Neither of those are true. I'm going to give you a step-by-step blueprint on how much capital you actually need. So in terms of the checklist to get started selling on Amazon, number one, you're going to need an Amazon Seller Central account. There is a free version of that. However, for certain benefits, I totally recommend getting the professional seller account, which is going to cost $40 per month. The second requirement is going to be Keepa product research software. That costs about $20 per month. And SellerAmp product research software, which is our product research tool, which is also about $28 per month. And you can try it completely free. I have full tutorials on both those on my channel. There's no complicated and expensive product research software you need like some people recommend. SellerAmp and Keepa is going to get you right. Additionally, you don't need a bunch of expensive supplies and everything like that. You can get started just using FN SKU labels from Amazon, boxes from Walmart, and you can actually get these 4x6 labels as well as other free shipping supplies completely free from the UPS and USPS website. Just Google UPS free shipping supplies and USPS free shipping supplies and thank me later. The rest of the shipping supplies you can just get from Walmart and Amazon like I mentioned. Don't put any amount of mental effort into the best tape to use, the best labels to use. Keep it simple. What products you sell are far more important. In terms of inventory budget, you don't need 5 to 10K. You typically need between 1 and 3K to get started with comfortably for online and retail arbitrage like I teach on my channel. In terms of actually sending your inventory off to Amazon FBA and managing your business, we just came out with Boxem, our brand new Amazon FBA shipment software, which costs $45 per month, is going to save you a ton of time and money and actually costs a lot less than the clunky and outdated solutions that currently existed before Boxem, and you can try Boxem completely free on our website, boxem.com. So really all you need is SellerAmp, Keepa, some free shipping supplies, Boxem to send shipments off to Amazon FBA, and then that inventory budget I mentioned. Another thing it's really important to note if you're getting started selling on Amazon is that not all times of the year are created equal. Back to school, which is in August and September, when a lot of back to school types of products pop off, and the fourth quarter of year in Q4 between November and December is when it's time to really go hard. each unit of time you put into selling on Amazon during those months is significantly more magnified because products are selling quicker than they ever do for more expensive prices than they ever do, and competition's really, really low. And that gets me into my next point that they don't go over, which is that all the money is in the work other people won't do. What do I mean by this? A lot of people will tell you retail arbitrage isn't scalable, online arbitrage isn't scalable, merchant fulfilling products takes too long. All the money is waiting behind that work other people won't do. If you're willing to stick with this for a while, be consistent, do merchant fulfill, do retail arbitrage. And other things other sellers deem as too much work, you're gonna see results they can't get. Another thing it's really important to note if you're a new seller is a lot of things in regard to selling on Amazon, you only need to learn once. You only need to learn to create shipments once. You only need to learn to list products once. You only need to learn how Kiva charts work once. However, when you're a new seller, that can feel completely overwhelming, but you gotta understand long term, your only responsibility is finding profitable products because you've already learned how to do all those little things you only have to learn once, which a lot of beginners procrastinate getting started with, and that leads to them crashing and burning. So understand, you have to have a long-term mindset with this and understand you're gonna have to learn a lot of things once and then it just becomes execution over time. For example, say you were learning to play basketball. You have to learn the rules of the game. You have to learn how to shoot. None of you guys can guard me, by the way. You have to learn tons of things to play basketball. It's no different selling on Amazon, and you have to consider the long-term goals and what you actually want to get out of this. Another thing you have to understand, especially if you haven't made money online before, is it's way more work than you think it is to actually succeed, but it's also way more simple than you actually think it is. A lot of beginner Amazon sellers put a ton of mental bandwidth into what tape to use or what product research method to use. Meanwhile, if you talk to an Amazon seller that's making $200K a year in profit, they basically just say, I find profitable products and I ship them off to Amazon and sell those items. And the key here is that that person's gone through the process of learning all those initial steps I mentioned, and now all that matters is that execution. But the difference between you in month 1 and month 2 isn't that much different than the difference between you in month 11 and month 12, but during month 11 to month 12, you're executing a lot harder and you get a ton more output for the time you put in. And it's naturally like the success curve with anything, that it goes like this and then it just really skyrockets once you actually go through that initial learning process and give yourself some time to get lucky and build momentum. Something I really wish I knew when I got started selling on Amazon is that if you try to do it on your own, you'll get completely crushed. And no, I do not mean go pay for someone's $5,000 course. I mean, find some other people that speak the language of selling on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below in the description for our completely free Discord community. I also met a ton of people just documenting my journey on Twitter and Instagram, and just finding other people that either had what I want or wanted what I want, and building, networking, and solving these problems together made a huge difference. I was even in an Amazon seller wedding a few months ago with my friend Garrett from the Buy Box Bandits podcast when we met literally 3 years ago, just getting on Zoom calls and Instagram DMs and buying the same products and having a lot of fun on Zoom solving these problems together. We all hear the quote all the time, your net worth equals your network, and it's the exact same way selling on Amazon. How can you expect to succeed selling on Amazon if you don't talk to any other Amazon sellers? If you only talk to people at work or the people you've already known for a while that don't know about making money online, that don't care about making money online, how can you expect to succeed? That doesn't make any sense. My biggest piece of advice for you if you're a beginner seller is obviously act on everything I mentioned so far in this video and get in the community and start being active and find some other like-minded people. And the cool thing is that requires no money, as well as it's very important that you stay organized with your business as well, because naturally stuff is going to happen. The occasional inauthentic complaint, IP complaint, different issues with your Amazon seller account. It's really important to stay organized with your inventory and box them, your spreadsheets, tracking all your purchases, and just really knowing where all your purchase documentation is going to make a big difference over time, as naturally you are occasionally going to need to provide different documents to Amazon and everything. So it's really important that you track all your orders, order numbers, products, and everything as you see fit. So that's what the gurus don't tell you about selling on Amazon. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down below in the comments. And with back to school here and Q4 right around the corner, if you guys are looking for direct access to me to scale up your business, I am going to leave the link down below in the description for my coaching program if you're looking for unparalleled one-on-one access to me, as well as 3 group coaching calls a week. You want to get on a one-on-one live sourcing call with myself, and overall just want to be around other Amazon sellers crushing the game. Make sure to take a look down below at the link in the description at my coaching program right there. But if you guys want more good free educational content, we'll pop some other videos up on the screen here. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.